I did my check about 10 o'clock and went in through the sliding patio doors. And I just stood, actually, and I thought, oh, all quiet. And to be honest, I might have been tempted to turn around then, but I just noticed that the door, the bedroom door where the 3 children were sleeping, was open much further than we'd left it. I went to close it to about here, and then as I got to here, it suddenly slammed. And then as I opened it, it was then that I just thought, I'll just look at the children. And I could see Sean and Emily in the cot, and then I was looking at Madeleine's bed, which is here, and it was dark, and I was looking and I was thinking, is that Madeleine or is that the bedding? And I couldn't quite make her out. And it sounds really stupid now, but at the time I was thinking I didn't want to put the light on because I didn't want to wake them. And literally as I went back in, the curtains of the bedroom, which were drawn, but were closed, whoosh, it was like a gust of wind, kind of just blew them open. And Cuddle Cat was still there, and a pink blanket was still there. I mean, I knew straight away that she'd been taken, you know.
Yeah, let's hope so. Oh, get off me! Watch, Mummy doesn't get
Mummy doesn't push as high as Mummy.
Oh no! Is that going to be an Everton goal?
It's now 2 years since Madeleine McCann was abducted while on holiday in Portugal. Her parents, Kate and Jerry, live near Leicester with Madeleine's brother and sister, 4-year-old twins, Sean and Emily.
We are a family, and we're a happy family, but we're not a complete family.
I think we're far from normality. We're far from normality, but we're closer than we were.
Mummy, can I get this water, please?
Oh, well. What's the little word?
Please.
Thank you. What do you mix with white to get grey? What colour did you put?
Green!
No, what colour did you put on here that made it go grey?
White. White and black!
Black! That's it.
Mummy, that was a lovely picture you're making, Mummy.
Oh, thanks, honey. Do you know what it says?
No. Black, black and neck.
What name do you think that is, Sean?
Emily.
Who's your other sister?
Madeleine.
There you go. I honestly believe they're expecting to come home, you know, one day soon. We're very much, when Madeleine comes back, we'll share our toys, and, you know, if Emily's wearing Madeleine's shoes, she'll say, well, these won't fit Madeleine now, so we'll have to take her and get a bigger pair of shoes when she gets home, you know. Come and get your dinner, guys.
I might come back. Come in a minute.
Oh, just a minute. Don't leave it too long. You don't want it to go cold.
Kate has given up her work as a GP and now stays at home with the twins.
What do you think? The collie with cheese sauce test.
Can you get my wellies?
Why were you going with your wellies on?
I'm to the farm.
Oh, he can't really get you so big. Should try and give him some up here. A lot of the places that I go now, I used to go with Madeleine as well. So there's little things that trigger. You know, even like on the farm where we go quite a lot. You know, I can see Madeleine swinging on the rope in the hayloft. She was great, she was only 3, and she'd be like, you know, swinging backwards and forwards. You know, I can see her in the little sort of gypsy wagon that they had, asking me to come in. And that's hard. Get memories and it, you know, reality hits in again.
They're very greedy, those geese, aren't they?
That kind of tangible void, really.
Jerry has returned to work at Glenfields Hospital, Leicester, where he is a consultant cardiologist.
Right, how have you been? How are you feeling?
All right.
How did you find the scan? Given the indefinite nature of what we're going through, you have to, at some point, say, I'm going to go back. Heart sounds very quiet. Chest clear, so there's no signs of fluid overload.
Do you think you've both healed a bit?
Healed is adapted, I think, is probably the right word. There's a scar, deep scar there that's kind of knitted at the minute, but you still think it might break or come loose, the stitches or whatever. But it is definitely an adaptation, I think. Have you managed the stairs?
No, I haven't tried the stairs. I've got it down in the lift.
Yeah.
Because the stairs is the thing that knocks me about more than anything.
I want to just one out.
Oh, should we let Daddy in? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hello.
Mummy!
You alright?
How you?
What's wrong?
There'll always be a hole. And we're living with this carrot that potentially she could come back. And I think that makes it more painful. That you don't know, and that she's out there and separated from you.
Put it in the dolly house.
Good. Let's go. It's less raw, less painful on a day-to-day basis, but it's still pretty painful. It's different.
The second anniversary of Madeleine's disappearance is approaching. Kate and Jerry want to use the media attention to keep the search in the public's mind.
It almost feels like the last, I guess, media opportunity. We really need to think about that to get the right message out.
The McCanns are organising a series of events aimed at prompting fresh evidence, including a difficult trip back to the holiday resort. A national TV appearance in the States, and perhaps most crucially, a visit to the world's leading child recovery experts.
We truly believe that this is what Madeleine McCann looks like today.
She's either out there or she's not. And there's nothing to say that she's not out there alive. So it's simple. She's out there until proven otherwise.
Who actually is looking for Madeleine at the moment?
Hopefully lots of people in the general population, but in terms of an investigative strategy, then there's no law enforcement agency that is proactively doing anything. It's pretty amazing, really, when you think about it. It's a very serious crime, and we've got to do it.
Cleared as suspects, the investigation shelved. The parents of Madeleine McCann say they're relieved to be cleared of any involvement in their daughter's disappearance. More than a year after Madeleine vanished from the resort of Praia de Luz, the Portuguese authorities said they have found no evidence that the couple had committed any crimes.
We're not out making a fuss for the sake of it, or to say things were done badly or could have been done better. That's not what we're interested in. We're not interested in looking back. What we want to do is look forward. And you know it.
Clap your hands.
But there are two men still looking for Madeleine. Ex-Detective Inspector Dave Edgar is the senior investigating officer. He works alongside former Detective Sergeant Arthur Cowley. Both are now employed by the Find Madeleine Fund.
Given a really good description, and what I've done is I've made arrangements to go and see him on Tuesday morning.
I've inherited an investigation which is 18 months old. It's a massive investigation.
For me, it's quite simple. Whether it be a high-profile murder or any investigation, it's a jigsaw puzzle, and it's